The FOMC meeting on March 22nd will have a big effect on the stock market. Fed Chair Powell will give his remarks and decision on what the Fed will do to interest rates. I think the outcome of this meeting will have a major impact on the stock market. In this video, I'm going to tell you every possible decision that the Fed could make and the implications of said decision on the stock market. I'm then going to tell you what I think will happen and what decision I think the Fed will make. I'm going to start with the more extreme cases that will cause the most volatility in the markets. The first scenario is that the Fed raises interest rates by 0.5% or 50 basis points. This will certainly crash the stock market. Before SVBs, Silvergate, and Signature Bank failed, this decision would have been the most likely scenario. This is because inflation was not coming down as fast as expected. However, the failure of many banks in the US was a warning sign to the Fed that if they continued to raise interest rates aggressively, it could cause further, more severe problems to the US economy. I think this scenario is highly unlikely. The second scenario is that the Fed does not raise interest rates and holds them as they are. I think this would cause the stock market to rally. Investors will be very happy if this happens, and stocks will see huge gains. Despite the gains in the stock market, I think this will be very detrimental to the economy. Think about it. Inflation is still at 6%, which is extremely high and far off the Fed target of 2%. If the Fed pauses interest rates, that could mean inflation will ramp up again, especially since we've had a very hot jobs report. The third and most likely scenario is a 25 basis point rate hike. I think this is in the Goldilocks zone, right in between the first and second scenario. As for the implications of this on the stock market, I think they would be very mundane and uneventful. We might see a small correction or a small rally, but I expect the stock market to remain flat. A 25 basis point hike would help fight inflation, but would also not be too much to further damage the economy. In conclusion, I think the Fed will go with the 25 basis point hike on March 22nd. Please like and subscribe if you found this helpful.